So I just listened to 16 Carriages, and it was so incredibly beautiful to me. I got really emotional towards the end, so I am excited to hear Texas Hold'em. Unless it is emotional too, then okay, let's do this. 3 minutes 56. Is that the same amount of time as 16 Carriages? Oh, 2 seconds more. Looking to see if there's any other version, because I don't want to accidentally be listening to like a clean version and there is an explicit one. So okay, this is very southern, it's very country. I like this. It's giving me like Footloose vibes, like small town, southern town. What is that called? Line dancing? Take it to the floor now. Woo! I love how she threw some stank onto it, even though it sounds super like hillbilly country. She's giving me vocals. These are so good. There's a tornado in my city. Are there tornadoes in Texas? Is that a stupid question? In the basement, that shit ain't pretty. Rugged whiskey, cause we survive, and off red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah. This is like house parties. This is like is this a love song? Is this a love song? She's not just saying that, because I remember Ed Sheeran talking about how he went to like a dive bar with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and he was like, they're just like they're Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they were really having like a good time. Like it was and he was like, you just wouldn't expect that from them because of who they are. And I'm like, okay, so this is real. This is real. Oh, I like it's catchy. I also like it how she said it's a real life boogie and it's a real life hoedown. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Because a hoe and a bitch are both swear words, but a boogie, a hoedown, and taking it to the floor now are all dances. So it's like, I get it. No, she's not beating the nasty allegations. Pour some liquor on me, honey, too. We see each other. That's how I felt when I went to the South for the first time. It was way too hot, and I was like, the history here is incredible, but I don't know if I can come back. I'm from the Northwest. I like the rain. I don't know, but the thing is, it did end up raining, but the rain was hot, so it was interesting. If she performs this live, do you think her background singers are going to say to the left, to the left? Do you think? I really like in music when artists like get to like the next chorus, like as the song progresses, and they switch it up a little bit. Like there's still obviously the same melody, but they add like extra harmonies or ad-libs, or they sing it in a different key. And I know you might think that's normal, but no, I feel like people are not doing that anymore. Relax. But it's a party song, love song. But like a dive bar party song. But what does solargenic photogenic shoot mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Are those other singles? I don't think those are the titles, but That means something because she hasn't said that this entire time. I'm excited for this album. Do you think when she releases Act 3, she's going to release 3 singles? Because she did 1 Renaissance for Act 1, 2 for 2. So. Wait, Texas Hold'em, is that a poker game? Is this giving poker face? But this ain't Texas, ain't no Hold'em, so it's not. It's the opposite. It's I want you, I'm not hiding how I feel. Oh, is that what this means? Okay. I like it. Thank you. Besos. So, I wanted some time to think on it, but I really want to talk about my theories after listening to Texas Hold'em again. So, when I was younger, when I still do, I wanted to have an album. I wanted to have a #1 album in every genre. And I think Beyonce's gonna do that. I truly do. You can say what you want about how she's categorized. Every album's either R&B or pop, but no. I think there's certain influences in everyone. Like, personally, I feel like 4 is more R&B than Dangerously in Love. Dangerously in Love is very... Anyway. When I listened to Texas Hold'em, the beginning is unabashedly country, like the banjo, or is it banjo or banjo? I mean, when you think of country, that's one of the first instruments that you think about, and it's based in an African instrument that I truly cannot remember the name of. I apologize. Please comment if you remember it. But it reminds. It's just so. I want to talk about Act 1 versus Act 2. I truly don't know what I think the name of Act 2 will be, but, and as much as I want her to do a rock album, I feel like every little hint, every little symbol that was given in the tour visuals and everything, I feel like it's leaning towards 2. I even think about how it said B7, or like the question mark B8, something like that, and it makes me think, okay, are these, if there are 3 acts, are these 2 intertwined? Because they always seem to be intertwined. There always seems to be 2. And that made me think, if Act 1 is house music and it's dancing and it's letting go, having fun, to not have to live in the pain, like just being free. I feel like Act 2 being country and bluegrass, blues, I feel like it'll be the complete opposite. Act 1 was dancing, having fun. Act 2 is personal, living in the pain. And with that being said, I was like, okay, what are the main themes for each album? Act 1, Renaissance, was clearly alien superstar. The tour was very space-like. This being country, of course, your Texas roots are involved. It's cowboys, all of this. And it made me think, say what you want, this might be crazy, but I realized I think Thanksgiving, there's a Cowboys versus Commanders. Now Commanders, what was used to be Redskins, which was very racist. But there's a Cowboys versus Commanders game, and it's like, it's tradition at this point. And it takes me back to the whole Cowboys versus Indians. I know it's native or indigenous people. It feels very uncomfortable even saying Cowboys versus Indians. I really don't like that. But it takes me back to that game. in that tradition. And an alien superstar, there was theories that it was like, we are American people, but we're being treated as if we're from far away, as if we're not human. And it almost makes me think, a lot of minorities can relate to that, but specifically Indigenous people. And it makes me think that, actually I don't know if I like this theory anymore, because by saying it, it's sort of giving cowboys versus Indigenous people when it shouldn't be versus. Maybe it's about how it lives in us all. Each lives in us all. But Beyonce's also Creole, so she does have both, all African, European, and Indigenous ancestry. I'm losing that theory, so we're just going to move on. But if Act 2 is full of personal pain and diving deeper into the country, again, like I said, I don't think there will be a tour. I don't think I'd want that. One thing I am thinking about is whether she'll cover any songs or if she'll do any renditions of any of her past songs also. I'm wondering, will she cover Muddy Waters, Etta James, anything like that? And I'm really looking forward to hearing it. Even Chuck Berry, I know in the in that teaser trailer, or for Act 2, in the car when it was switching through different, and I think one of those was a Chuck Berry song, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So I think it would be great if she covered one of his songs. Hopefully there's no. That being said, I was thinking about collaborations, and I'm like, oh my god, she could collaborate with so many people. I wrote down a list. I'm like, okay, there's Gaga, who, dipped into more country sounding songs as well. There's Dolly Parton, of course, who I think has mentioned wanting to collaborate with Beyonce, has she not? And with Dolly, I'm also thinking Miley, but I feel like if Beyonce collaborated with Miley, it would be more so on the rock album. There's Taylor. I know they have a friendship, but I feel like they've been more close lately. I could be wrong. But I was gonna say, being both at them both being at the movie premieres, I was like, maybe they do have music coming. And I even was like, oh, Chris Stapleton, his voice is so incredible. It's so soulful, and I feel like, of course, Beyonce being Beyonce, she's gonna lean into the soulfulness. But then I thought, if she really is, reclaiming all of these black genres that, were stolen by white creatives in the past, would she really have an album full of white collaborations? And that I don't know. But I was thinking, I'm not aware of too many black country artists, and I wish I was. I think there's one guy, I don't know if his name is Willie D or something, I can't really remember, but I do remember that he auditioned for the X Factor USA, and he sang, what is the name of that song? Something better lock them doors and turn the lights down low. I could be so wrong, but I think that was the song. And he is incredible. K. Michelle, she is incredible at yodeling. I honestly, which I think, did Beyonce do that in Texas Hold'em? I could be wrong. I'm looking forward. I hope that there's more, undiscovered talent, as much as I would love a Gaga collab, a Dolly collab, a Taylor collab. Chris Stapleton collab. I feel like I would enjoy a collaboration with him more, which is insane to say because I love all of those women. I would like her collaborating with Undiscovered Talent. I feel like that would be so special. And I truly believe that this album will get Album of the Year. I could be so wrong. I feel it. I could be so wrong, but I really think, and I hope and I pray for her that it does. Even though she probably would never put into the public whether she wants it that badly. I really want that for her. And I also pray that, she's protected and that the effect of racism in the country, music industry, doesn't affect her. I think a lot of us know that a lot of them like to close themselves off to people who look like us. So, but yeah, I hope that Texas Girl really impacts people in a different way that she hasn't before. Those are just my last thoughts. Looking down because I wrote some. Yeah, thanks. Besos.